One of my favorite bands inside the epic black metal scene, or let's say it inside the pagan, Viking, folk epic black metal scene, is Falkenbach from Germany, from Dizengoff, Germany. And let's say that this is a one-man's band most of the time. The mastermind of the band is Markus Tumers, and he's known by the name Vratias Vakias. Now, Falkenbach, maybe they're not so famous, but they are one of the first epic black metal or pagan black metal bands, even one of the first black metal bands at all. They started in 1989, okay? Even before the whole, let's say, second wave of Norwegian black metal. But their first album came out only in 1996. Okay, they made some singles between in this period of time, but at last their first album, debut album, came out in 1996. Until now, they made 6 studio albums, great albums. There is not a bad album of Falkenbach. But here I will try to rank their albums from the less favorite to the most favorite, if I will be correct, and not to worst to best. So, in the 6th place, I will put their third album of 2003. Also, it's a great album by the Norse name. The name of the album is in Old Norse, and the title is Ok Nefna Tisrarti, if I read it correctly, and if I'm translated to English is And Call Tear Twice. Great album, very great album, but I put it in this place only because of the other albums that will come afterwards. So now, in the 5th place, I will put their last album, their 6th album of 2013. Until now, this is the last album of Falkenbach, by the name Asa. Also great album, even, let's say, a little bit more melodic. By the way, this band, Falkenbach, they are very influenced by the trilogy, the epic black metal trilogy of Bathory, of course. But they have also their folk special elements in their music, and they started the style that one song of the album is even more folkish, the second song even more epic black metal, and so on. But by the time they became even more close to folk metal, but they have also epic black metal elements, of course. So we can find the influence of the band also inside epic black metal bands and pagan black metal bands, but also inside pagan and folk metal bands in general. Now, in the 4th place, I will put their 5th album of 2011, also a great album, even that it's more folkish and they have only one epic black metal song more straight, by the Old Norse name Tiurida, that we can translate it in English as Glory. Great album, also with a song Where His Ravens Fly. Great song. And here also we can see in the cover art of the album, also from the side, many of the cover arts are about nature. And now, in the 3rd place, their first album of 1996, their debut album, by the name And Their Meth Rikifara, also in Old Norse, and let's translate it, and in glory will they go. Their first album, great album, also from the cover art. This is the last war of the gods of the Norse mythology, something very common to the theme of blood, fire, death of Bathory. Also, let's say that here I will say that there are some bands that you can see that they took the way of Falkenbach. For example, we have another great band of epic black metal with folk elements from Russia, and their name is No Man's Land, and they are very, very close to the way that Falkenbach started. Here I will bring one album of No Man's Land, the album Hammerfrost. Okay. Also here you can find the same way. One song even more folkish, the other song even more epic black metal. Let's continue. In the second place, their second album of 1998, and for me this is one of my favorite albums of Falkenbach, Magni Blandin Ok Mingindiri, also in an Old Norse title, and if we would translate it, the name is Mixed with Might and Great Fame. Great, great, great album. Great album with great ideas. And last but not least, my favorite Falkenbach album from all the other albums, their fourth album of 2005, Heralding their Fireblade. Here every song is great, great. I will speak about Heathen Foray. We can find this another song very close to Heathen Foray inside their third album. But here we have Heaven Foray, we have of Forests Unknown, Roman Land, Heralder, great, great, great album. And also the cover art of the album inside, also about nature. Okay. This is the whole thing about Falkenbach. If someone does not know them, and he likes epic metal, or he likes pagan metal, Viking metal, or he likes black metal, or epic black, or folk metal, he has to find them. And I will say to him to start first of all from this album, from Heralding the Fireblade. So, from Israel and from Jerusalem, stay metal and stay heavy.